Oh, he's got the Yama going. YamaMan. His bar rises. Have a look. Oh, I don't know, man. Are they better than all the other ones? Yeah. What's going on, YamaMan? EO7 Plus, eh? Yeah, right. Thought the knobs were bigger than that. Yamamoto! Sorry to keep you waiting, bruv.
It's alright.
I'm a slave to technology, man, and it's been letting me down lately.
If I can get everything
This
sorted,
fucking camera is ridiculous. I'm never going to buy one of these again. Don't ever
not-
buy this. Don't buy this GoPro 7.
You're not
Shit.
syncing it properly.
It's not that. It doesn't start up properly and doesn't turn on properly or turn off properly. It's just fucking ridiculous.
These new tyres, mate.
I thought the knobs were bigger on those, on your EO7 Plus.
50-50. These are friggin'. These are more than 50-50, mate.
Yeah, they're an 80-20.
These are friggin'. You could go through mud pit in this shit.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I don't want to be able to go for anything. Yeah, good. A bit of a whir.
Yeah, they would wear a bit.
I mean, I've got them down a little bit on the pressure too now, but yeah, 18 on the front and I think 21 on the back and that. But
Yeah. Fucking chunky city.
yeah, but I'm pretty happy with them, man. So
Yeah, they're good.
so you didn't get your bar risers on?
I had the whole thing in bits, mate. I had the whole thing in bits, right? And
Oh, you've been wearing these down a
I
bit.
spent all day. Yeah, I had to because the new risers. There's a little bit that comes out the side that has the the rubbers there. It was hitting it when you pivot forward.
Yeah,
back.
right.
So I had to wind it back. So I set it on there, but man, I have to replace that. That's too short. This hose here at the front, the brake hose, that's
yeah,
too
right.
short, and possibly the send and return for the throttle.
Oh Jesus!
So it's not that easy. It's going to cost
Yeah.
me fucking hundreds just to fucking,
Wow.
you know. And I was swearing and carrying on with it, and I had to disengage the whole clutch system to bring it up and fuck with it.
Yeah, right.
And in the end, I went, you know what? I just want to ride this tomorrow. So I spent yesterday putting it all back together.
Yeah.
And because I'm still waiting for the bar clamps. They're coming from Japan. The ones that I can't actually fit it properly unless I have the other clamps, which were taken off this bike when I put these on, but I never got them.
So you need,
So I had to order them from Yamaha, and they're still coming.
and then also the cables and shit. So all that.
It's going to take ages.
Yeah, right.
To set it up. It's going to be a long-winded process.
All right.
No problems with vibration and shit. So I googled, what's going on with. Apparently, they're a bit vibey between 3.5 and 4. They said check your engine mount bolts.
Yep.
So if I can come down here, and there's two main engine bolts. There's one there, and there's one there. Or was it that? Yeah, and that one.
Yeah.
This one here was as fucking loose as shit.
Yeah, right.
Like, literally, the bolt was sticking out that far.
Oh my God.
It was, and the washer was just floating around.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
right.
it wasn't even doing anything.
Yeah.
It was another probably another 2 mil. The whole thing would have just come out.
Yeah. Did you put it back in with some Loctite or something? Or?
I did. I got to get some Loctite, but
Yeah.
for now I just got it out and it said 65 newton meters. And I was just like, fucking hell, this thing's bloody. I had to wind in probably about that far.
Jesus.
And then 65, click, 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 and then this one wasn't too bad. It was just 1, 2, click, 65.
Yeah,
but
right.
they were loose.
Yeah.
I tightened up that one too.
But that one there's probably got some rubber grommets and washers in there, hasn't it, with the
Yeah.
bash plate?
I
Yeah.
actually need to tighten up the top one. There's ones that run up the top here, but unfortunately, I think I might have to take the tank off. Because the problem is with vibration, if you don't, torque your. Because these are additions. That is addition. That's an addition.
Yeah.
If you don't torque it properly,
And they resonate
and
and
that resonates.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. I think
Yeah.
they're either too loose or too tight. Well, they were definitely too loose with the,
Right.
with the engine mount.
yeah.
But I've got to. Yeah. The thing is, I've got a full tank here, so it's going to be.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm gonna have to go over it and check
Yeah.
all the bolts and everything. 'Cause
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how. Apparently that's synonymous. That very bottom one.
Right.
It's really loose.
Yeah.
But I reckon he's never looked at it since he bought it.
Yeah, I've sort of been checking my bolts after each ride these days. I mean, especially where I've done up the, the crash bars.
Loctite, right?
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't think they've ever been Loctite. They've just whacked everything on and then rode it for years and never actually came back to look at it.
Yep.
Loose as fuck. Couldn't believe it.
So have you ridden it since?
Yeah, it's good now.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the vibes are still there, but it's not like it was really bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
The freaking engine was freaking floating around on the bottom.
Crazy. Come on, Yamaha, get your shit together, eh? Bloody hell, what's going on there? I guess it happens with the thumpers, doesn't it? Is the knob the same size yet the spacings are just wider on this one?
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Because I thought the knobs were bigger, like wider and shit too, but...
Because you got to remember, I spent a lot of time getting to the destination on the road.
Yeah.
And then riding.
Yeah.
So I need to have that. I like to have, especially the wet, because I ride to work and the wet. And
yeah.
I need to have that grip on the road.
Definitely.
As well.
I'm just going to air up a bit. I want to get to where we're going and then play down there, so I might air down.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Jesus, that went over. He's got a bit of a lean there, mate. Jeez, that looked a bit scary then. I just want to see how these tyres go on the 110Ks and, you know, with road pressures.
So what's your highway tyre pressure, you reckon?
Well, 33 says 33 max cold, so I'll probably do them now to about 30. Then when we get to where we're going, if maybe I'll put them down if I need to. I don't know. See how we go. Yeah. Fucking these things are a pain in the ass on these things, aren't they? Fuckers.
I might go and get yourself a bloody ice coffee, mate.
We'll go on that.
Somewhere for lunch later, or
yeah.
Don't even really bring much food. A couple of nut butters. That's about nut butter.
Yeah, I've just got like a can of tuna and shit. So yeah, we'll stop somewhere and
get a fire or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Is it good?
Oh, I fucking love ice coffee.
Porsche Club's out today, eh?
Ooh.
Look at them all. Oh, that's nice. I like the orange and the black, man.
Yeah, I like the orange one.
Yeah. Blue one's nice too. But, yeah.
Oh my god. I like the silver one.
Yeah, it looks a bit James Bondish.
Classic.
Yeah, I like the green tint in the windows with that too. It looks nice.
The old classic, mate.
So yeah, once I aired these tyres up to 30 psi front and rear, taking them on the freeway here, mate, at 110, 100 k's or whatever. Yeah, mate, bloody beautiful. Coming down Angus Valley Road here as well, in the twisties, mate. They feel as good as any road tyre I've had. Mind you, I wasn't pushing them to the limits, but you know, couldn't fault them, mate. I didn't feel any squirm. There was no front tyre wandering at speed. So yeah, I was quite impressed with the road performance at road pressures. So the Tractionator Adventures, mate, they are a bloody awesome tyre so far. I have not been able to fault them. That's where I'm going to air down a bit, mate.
Oh man, I can't wait to go to Flinders.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit like that, I reckon.
Spaces.
Yeah.
You've never been to the Flinders?
No.
Well, to be honest, I've only been there once.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah.
I camped there with my sister.
Oh yeah.
To Rupina Pound. I went up that Mount Mary walk. Fucking hell, that nearly killed me.
Yeah. 17, 18, yep, close enough. And your back, where's my back one? Oh yes, accessible.
Out in the fucking scrub, brother.
24, go a bit more.
And then there's like a big river or something up here.
24.
Off the Murray.
Alright, so we'll just mark our territory here so we can sniff our way back.
All that rock has worked out. These fucking got some serious tread. They'd be good in the mud.
Yeah, well, I want a good all-rounder, and they're fucking great on the road too, eh? I'm not feeling any, I mean, I'm not pushing it, but I'm not feeling any squirm or anything. Yeah. Not at those pressures anyway. Yeah. Yeah, they talk about them. You know, they talk about saying that they're a good compound and they're they wear well and.
Yeah. People rave about them, so they must be fucking cool.
So yeah, we just come onto Free Chain Road, which is basically out in Sanderston, which is basically back of Springton and Eden Valley. It's down on the plains. So once you come down Angus Valley Road there, and you come off the hills, you're onto the plains. Then you go into this sort of It's almost like a gorge, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, there's a little bit of hillage on the right every now and again as well. But yeah, it's just a bit fucking squiggly in places, eh? So yeah, with all the corrugations and some of the sort of light scattering of sand, yeah, you can sort of feel that sort of squiggle getting on it. So yeah, as soon as you've just come off the bitumen, you know, like it takes a bit of adjustment to get used to this. So, but it's all good. Tractionators are tractionating, so yeah, pretty happy with them, mate. Where's that go? Oh, that just stops up there. We can go down there, but it looks like it stops. Doesn't look like it goes that far. See, there's a mound. Go have a look. So yeah, there wasn't too much to see down here. I mean, basically just a bit of a dead end road. Looks like you could maybe set up camp or something like that. Maybe a little bit of a track going off there to the left. But yeah, I didn't really notice that until afterwards. But yeah, you can probably set up tents down here and have a bit of a camp or something. Just sort of out of sight, I guess. But yeah, it's worth exploring. Like they say, mate, you never know if you never go. So, but yeah, the road was a bit of a mixture. You can see actually that some of this stuff is, I reckon, sort of like hard and dried clay, perhaps underneath. So when it rains, I reckon it could get a little bit slippy. So you can see it there, you know, where the sand is sort of less scattered on the road there. You can sort of see that. Harder stuff. I don't think it's rock. I think it's like really hard dried clay. So yeah, I reckon it could get a little bit slippy in the wet weather. But I reckon it'll be good fun coming out here because there's a lot of little creek crossings, and I reckon it would be fun just to have a bit of a splash as you go through those. But you know, there's all gravel here, and there's a house up there, so don't really want to go out there, mate. But coming up here on the in front of us, mate, there's like a what do you call it? Like a lawn growing facility. It seems weird, like out here in this arid country, that you'd find all this bloody pristine green lawn, you know, which I guess they grow for resale, you know, and you know they roll out lawn sort of stuff. And the temperature as you rode past it really dropped too. It was nice and cool, and you could feel how. It was like an oasis, you know. So yeah, it was it's quite weird to see that. I mean, you look everywhere else, man, she's dry as a bone, you know. So to see that out there, man, was pretty freaky. So I don't know if they're using bore water or what, but yeah, it'd take a little bit of soaking, I reckon, to get that grass nice and green. Oh yeah, these ruins, man, there are like ruins galore out here. Oh, killer. This one had a padlock gate on it, so yeah, you couldn't ride in there. I mean, you know, you might be able to find a gap in the fence and step in there and have a look, but you know, I guess they want to keep people out, vandals out and all that sort of shit. But yeah, man, there was like at least half a dozen or more of these kind of things out here. I reckon they'd be really cool for some night photography. Yeah, you can see that there under there. I reckon it's yeah, I reckon there's a bit of dry clay. It's I guess probably why the sand is reddish because of the clay. I'm not a geologist expert, but yeah, I'm guessing that's where the red sand comes from. You know, the red clay sort of just dried up, and I mean we haven't had any rain for ages, so yeah, she's probably extra dry and extra dusty. Oh, this little spot down here sort of goes down. This was pretty steep and rocky just there, so yeah, I sort of opted to take the easier route to the right and then over to the left. Bit of a shortcut between roads. I think, you know, up ahead there's probably like a bit of a junction. But it's good fun out here, man. It's definitely more varied terrain to you know, what we normally get. What I normally sort of ride on, or even within, up around our way, which is in the southern Mount Lofty Ranges. You know, it's mainly just sort of dirt and gravel roads and the occasional fire track. but none of this sort of red desert ocean stuff, man. It was, yeah, just, you know, it was interesting to see it, man. It was like we were sort of in the outback, and it sort of leads me to think that, you know, this is kind of the thing we might sort of see out there in the Flinders Ranges. We're planning a trip to go out there actually, June long weekend, all things going to plan. So we'll do a bit of camping out there, sort of go to Powachilna and Blindman, go via Glass Gorge Road, and yeah, might try and take the drone out there and whatnot. But anyway, we'll leave you here for a little bit. We'll have a bit of a spell. Get a drink.
That's what I'm talking about, brother.
That's some good shit, eh?
Fuck yeah.
That's some good fun.
Fucking off-road, mate.
Be cool if there was a bit of water in them. But I think, you know, come winter time, this would be nice.
You probably do, yeah.
I wonder how much of it will turn into mud. I don't reckon it'd be too bad, because mostly gravel and a bit of sandy shit. But
Like proper outback, you know?
yeah, it's great. It's like fucking Flinders, isn't it?
That's it.
It's like a mini. It's like a Flinders preparation.
It is, the Flinders prep. It's been pretty much like this. By the time we get there, I'm hoping that the dust will settle down a bit. Like, hopefully it's rained enough to...
Slim dusty.
It's fucking gusty, bro. But when you first get on that, when we first got on it, it was like
Trick on a jack.
oh, shouldn't get that there. When we first got on it, it's like, oh fuck, she's skatey. But after a while, you get used to it.
Don't you?
You know what's going
Especially
on.
after you've just done 100k an hour on a fucking tarred road.
Yeah, that's right. It's just your brain's just got to adjust to it. Out in the bush.
Still got 3G, so that's good.
Have you? Oh, you're Telstra.
Cool. I might do one entering the exhaust pipe too.
You're fucking reading the front of it.
I'm gonna have to lower this thing. It's too tall for me.
You get like a lowering link or something.
Yeah. Just go 1 inch lower at the back. Fuck it. I don't care if it's fucking
Tilted back a bit. It's just that a little bit too tall. Where at the point it's dangerous. I was trying to turn around before. I'm like, fuck! I nearly dropped it because I just.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just that.
Gene Simmons boots, mate. I keep telling you.
No. Like the KLR was just right on the borderline, but that's just, this has gone over the borderline for me. These roads are fucking awesome.
They are good, eh?
It's worth fucking riding all out here just to fucking
Yeah.
do it.
I think during summer, I mean, it'll be a bit hot, but you know, with the longer days,
This time of
you could spend a lot more time out here, you know.
have camp for fucking years. So I'm real fucking keen to fucking start doing that again.
But you need like the incentive to do it. So I've got you, I've got incentive to do it and go and do it. But if I'm by myself, it's like, oh, I can't be bothered.
I think you're not keen on doing like a solo one.
Oh, I probably would, but I'm more interested in like sharing the experience with someone else.
Yeah. Well, I think riding in 2s and 3s is good. Anything more than that, I think just gets a bit too
much.
hectic, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2, 3,
4's alright, but yeah, more than 4 and it's probably getting too much. Red dust. The desert.
Like the red desert ocean out here, eh?
Red desert ocean, yeah.
I would have expected to see more rabbits. So, do you reckon because it's so dry that they fucking died off a bit?
Yeah, maybe. See that dead wombat back there?
Yeah, I saw
And
that.
I seen something scurrying into like a hole too, and I reckon that might have been a wombat, but I thought it was a sheep, but sheep don't go into holes. But I'm thinking, yeah, fucking, I've never encountered a wombat. Apparently they're quite fucking, you know, big bump, mate, to go
Oh,
out.
you don't want to hit one on your
No.
bike. Fuck no. You'll fucking go ass over head.
But I'm surprised. I would have thought there'd be rabbits in it.
No, they didn't see that rock fence, mate. That's where they built the Great Wall, mate. Keep rabbits out.
Road-proof fence.
Alright. Just had a bit of a spell. Taking a few photos to razz the old Mooseman. He's not happy, Jan. Poor Sean. Stuck at work while we're out having a ball. Hey? So we sent him a few photos and gave him a bit of a razz, and he told us a few nice sentiments. And yeah, poor bastard, his bike's still not running anyway. He's left it with a dealership here in Adelaide since bloody Easter, and they've basically done jack shit with it. So yeah, he's going to get it back off him and have another crack himself. Apparently he's got a clutch lever / cable sort of issue, really hard to pull in. So yeah, his Royal Enfield Himalayan, which he names Leo the Lemon, because it is basically a lemon of a bike. More ruins, bloody beautiful, eh? Get a bloody camp in one of them, eh? What do you reckon? Squatters' rights. Yeah, poor bastard, he hasn't come out on a ride for a while, so yeah. He's also changed the gearing on his bike too, so now he can do 40 k's an hour at, in 5th gear. Something like that anyway. Well, yeah, just up here somewhere, man. I hit a massive rock, it goes flying out of my front wheel. Check out that front wheel there, man. Yeah, just wanted to make sure there was no damage. That's all good. I hit a big ass rock and I heard it go fucking like shoot out the side. Gotta make sure everything's fucking good nick there, mate. It's all good. No dents in the rim.
The tractionator fucking turned it up instead.
Yeah, no, she's good. She's very fucking stiff. Yeah, so the Tractionator Adventure has a really stiff sidewall. It's got like a reinforced carcass, they say. I think it might be like a 4-ply sidewall or something or other. So yeah, she can take a bit of punishment. It's also got the ultra heavy duty tube in it, and running at around 18 psi, mate. It seems to be pretty good so far. Gives me a really good bite on the front. How's those ruins, eh? They're fucking awesome. And I prefer sort of running lower pressures for the dirt, because it gives you that extra grip. It just gives you a little bit more footprint onto the road surface. Oh, how's this one, man? She's had the front door bricked up. Ain't going in there unless you're going through the windows. That one's not bad, Nick, really, except for the roof. But yeah, the other thing is too, with the lower pressures, you sort of it's part of your suspension too, like you sort of helps soaking up bumps and stuff like that. So this makes it a little less jarring, a little bit more of a smoother ride off road and all the bumps. Yeah, at this point here, I'm wondering where the hell Ian went. I reckon he took a turn off. Took like a bit of single track or something. So I was sort of thinking, looking at me mirrors, thinking, where's he bloody gone?
Followed the dirt bit, went round, there was like a berm and stuff went round, it went down, went up, going up it fairly quickly, and then all of a sudden it was a full drop like that. There was sand and shit, couldn't stop, so I just kept going, fucking down. It was alright, it was good, but on the other side there was fucking massive fucking wombat holes and shit. I don't know where he's going, man. To show you.
I'll go and have a look. Yeah, so he's going to take me back and show me this little gnarly section that he encountered while he was on the single track. Whereas before he knew it, mate, he had nowhere to go and he couldn't stop, and he just went over this hill. It was all sandy and bloody wombat holes and shit everywhere. I think he was quite stoked, in fact, that he didn't come off and that he could do it. Came down that.
I came down that.
Fucking hell.
On the other side.
Jesus, dude.
Been flying down that, fucking through here. Just missed those fucking wombat holes, see?
Oh yeah. Fucking Jesus, dude.
Yeah, man.
Jesus, dude. Yeah. There's those wombat holes.
There's a fucking red desert ocean around here, man.
Oh, you don't want to get your front end caught in there, mate. You go and ask over tit.
Okay, well, the gearing's a bit tall for around here, mate, I'd say.
I reckon she's just a bit tall of a bike too, eh? Trying to duck your head under this shit.
Jesus.
I wasn't going to go up there.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Fuck knows what's on the other side, eh?
Yeah, I didn't want to encounter one of those drops that he had, eh? I'll err on the side of caution. Anyway, I hope you guys don't mind me doing the old speed up, what do you want to call it, a hyperlapse kind of video. I mean, basically all I'm doing is just taking the stock footage and just increasing it by 400%. Well, at least that's what the figure is showing when I'm using the little software tool to slide it across and shrink it down. So it speeds it up. It just means you get to see more footage in less amount of time, Otherwise, I don't know, sometimes when you just look at footage going at a normal pace, it seems a bit slow. It also depends where your camera's mounted to, and like if you can get your camera down really low or lower, it gives the impression that you're going faster than you actually are. And also, this is quite a long ride and lots of the same looking kind of track, and I just reckon it looks pretty cool, and you get to see more of it, mate, when it's going quicker. The only thing that sort of does annoy me every now and again is the head turns. Can get a bit sort of dizzying, I guess. Makes me dizzy looking at it. But I get a bit lazy with the editing sometimes, so yeah, I couldn't be arsed chopping all those bits out. Now this road here, Pipeline Road, this goes up the top of the hill. Basically, I think it's heading into, what do they call that spot? Mokolta. I think it's called Mokolta. And it's like a small kind of, I don't know, what would you call it? Village, wouldn't call it town. It's got hardly any bloody streets in it, but it's just in between Angaston and Truro, basically. So we've come off of Free Chain Road and we've turned left onto Pipeline. So we weren't too far away from the Sturt Highway, actually. We could have gone another, I don't know, 6 k's or so. We would have hit the Sturt Highway. And if we did that, we could have crossed over and got into Dutton. Or Dutton East, and looks like there's some pretty cool places to go riding around over there as well. If you zoom into the maps, you can find like little single tracks and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, and there's another river there. What have we got there? I think it's the Pine. It's just called Pine Creek, but it's a more significant showing kind of waterway on the map as compared to all the little other creeks that run off the hills here that we've been running through. But yeah, we're sort of up around that Angaston to Blanchetown, sort of in between there, you know, so we're getting quite a distance out of Adelaide. Well, not so far out of Adelaide, I guess, but a bit of a distance from where we live, down south. But this road was really good. There was lots of ups and downs, nice fast gravel roads, bumps here and there. You couldn't really get airborne because you're sort of going uphill, but yeah, you can sort of feel the, you know, feel the lift slightly. But the camera's not doing it justice, really. It was reasonably steep. And some of this stuff here is like easy to get the back wheel spinning because you're going uphill and there's some loose shit. And you know, also not really knowing the roads. Has never been on it before. Just wanted to sort of take it a little bit easier. I reckon coming down should be pretty scary, mate, because there'll be a lot of those shit sections where you've got gravity and momentum working against you. So yeah, you might want to just treat that with a bit of caution. So we've got a few water tanks by the looks of things up here. So I guess you know, they run a bit of this water off into those tanks and they can then pump them back down the hill under gravity. Something like that maybe for all the farmers and whatnot. Yeah, up the top here, mate, some bloody awesome views. Anyway, we'll leave you with some light entertainment here for the meantime. That's fucking cool as fuck.
Just look at that view with the stone.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool fucking road actually. I like all the ups and downs and the little jumps and shit.
Nice and wide and fast.
Yeah.
But it does this full on.
And every now and again you got the little hump.
The scenery was amazing.
Yeah, I've seen this road on the map and I'm thinking, oh, that looks pretty cool, the way it's all windy and it follows the pipeline. I'm thinking it's got to go up a hill and shit. Sure enough. Fucking hello! Who the fuck are ya? I'm here with fucking Uncle Ian. We're out here on Pipeline Road. We're in the middle of, I think it's like Angus Valley or some shit. You got the Barossa Valley over there somewhere and down there. I don't know, is that the Angus Valley? I don't know, we're sort of like in a bit of a gorge or some shit. It was
we are out in the barren land though. It's great.
This is fucking what it's all about, isn't it? Hey? Fucking what it's all about. Thanks to you, sweet man, for I seen your little video there and I said, look at that road sign. I'm going to pause that there, and I zoomed in and I seen 3 Chain Road and I'm thinking I'm going to have a crack down there and yeah.
It's worth gold.
Fucking sweet as, man. This is what I'm going to put up with, mate. Coming out here with fucking ex-Victorians.
Yeah, mate.
I want to have a fucking dance on me branch. Don't step on me plants.
Yes.
Oh yes, but we're all so posh here in South Australia, aren't
We
we?
like to dance, and please don't step on my plants.
Oh yes.
And if you'd like to have a little plants,
Yes, fucking fairy, see?
Not the true bogan lot of Victorians are, mate.
That's better. Just getting a bit dusty, I like that. Bit of dust. Dust. No sand. Dust. I've got 2 nut butters in it. I thought you might have wanted one, so
I'll have one of your nut butter.
You want a nut butter?
We'll try one out.
fucking get a nut.
See what the fuss is all about.
Get a fucking nut butter in you, mate. It's peanut butter flavoured, that one.
This is a new ad for, who was it? Nature Valley Nut Butter.
Nut butter! Give me 1, give me 2, give me a bag of fucking nuts, nut butter!
Get it into you now.
Nut butter in stores now. Rated PG. Maybe.
I got no idea what these things are doing, man. All this fucking technology, mate. It's fucking,
Too much.
it's a help and a hindrance all at the same fucking time.
Back when I was a boy, all we had was a Kodak camera, goddammit, that was it.
All right then, old bean. So from this point here, which was basically we're almost at Makolta, probably about 2 k's out of there. We decided to head back south, and yeah, we came across a few other little dirt roads, and found a couple of guys doing some single track work and whatnot on the sides. Basically, we just kept to the gravel roads, but they were all riding smaller dirt bikes, etc. But yeah, we headed back over towards Kyneton or Kenneton, however you want to pronounce it. Sort of Mount Mackenzie way, somewhere in between there. We ended up hitting the Stott Highway. And this road here, mate, is bloody awesome. This is actually better than the Angus Valley Road. It's got a better surface, it's got better views, it's got more twisties, it's got hairpins. I've been up and down here a few times now on the Triumph cruiser that I had, and actually first time on this thing. And yeah, mate, it's bloody beautiful. And the tyres, those Motors Adventures, mate, they tractionators, they even at the lower pressures, man, they really just like stuck to this road like glue. I had no issues of them letting go. I mean, I wasn't pushing stupid, but you know, I was doing sort of, you know, 80 to 100 k's on most of those sort of bends and stuff, except some of the smaller ones or the tighter ones. But yeah, man, really impressed with those tyres. Great road surface here too. Probably one of the best road surfaces I've ridden in South Australia. Anyway, we're basically back on 3 Chain Road now, so we're heading south, we're heading home. And basically just taking the reverse route, hitting some big dips. I think Ian hit one here at about 100 k's an hour.
Doing 100,
Yeah.
and the fucking, went down so far, the fucking kickstand hit me in the
Were you
foot.
sitting down?
Huh?
Were you sitting down?
Yeah.
I seen it coming, so I stood up, and when I went back up, my ass hit the seat.
It was too late, I was already on it.
Yeah, well, that's what you get, mate, being a speed demon, eh? But what I'll do here, mate, is I'll leave some of the footage at the true pace, just so you can sort of get a feel to how we were riding on it. I mean, we weren't going too stupid. Sort of sitting on around 80 to 90, 100 k's here and there. Yeah, it was very minimal wildlife. I came across a mob of roos at one stage. It was like the only time, and that was towards the end. I seen one dead wombat, and yeah, other than that, man, it was pretty good. And you know, you had a pretty good view as well. It was fairly open, so you could sort of see ahead what was going on. The shrubbery was reasonably low. When it did sort of build up, you sort of slow down just a bit, you know, because you're just never sure, man, what's going to jump out in front of you. And there ain't too quick of a stop on the old gravel, mate. And you know, dodging a marsupial with trees around, mate. Well, you're either going to hit a marsupial or you're going to hit a tree. So yeah, you just got to err on the side of caution sometimes. Not that many houses out here either, so yeah, you can just sort of open up a bit and whatnot. But yeah, I reckon she would be a little bit skatey out here in the wet. I mean, you know, if it was just raining, I reckon some of this clay would be a little bit of the old skatey mud. So yeah, I haven't really encountered too much of that stuff on this bike yet, or at all actually. to be honest. It's been dry since I've owned the bloody thing. But no, the old KLR, mate, she did well. She didn't miss a beat. My left-hand mirror came loose. That was about the only thing. I will, at some stage this week, give the bike a bit of a wash, go over the nuts and bolts, make sure nothing's come loose. Oh yeah, something up here was going on, mate. There was maybe a dodgy drug deal or something happening on the left here. No? Out in the middle of nowhere. Bit of a dry riverbed. But no, mate, she was really good fun. So I'd recommend it, mate, if you live down south or you're in Adelaide, you want to spend 1 or 2 hours to get out of here. There's lots of roads to explore, and there's no traffic, mate. It's just it's just you and the open road, mate, and the bush or the outback. But you're only like within an hour of civilization. So well, not even that. You go up over that hill there, mate. It's probably only like 20 minutes away of that. You got Anguston, Mount Mackenzie, Eden Valley, Springton, Mount Pleasant, Birdwood. So you're just in behind there, basically, in between there and the River Murray, pretty much. So you sort of ride through, Kyneton, Sanderston. Further east of that, you've got Cambrai, and north of Cambrai, you've got Sedan. So further east of that, you've got Swan Reach and Blanchetown and all that sort of shit, man. So yeah, she's not a bad little ride at all. And I mean, a lot of this stuff here, by the looks of it, is just dry bloody farmland. So I don't know whether they grow crops of barley or wheat or whatever out here, when the rains come. But it all sort of look a little bit stubbly. So, you might get a bit of farm traffic machinery or something like that, in the growing season. But yeah, that's what happens. I mean, who knows? It could be just dry, arid, bloody land. You couldn't grow jack shit on. Who knows? Look at that red desert, man. Oh, that sand. It just looks awesome. Anyway, we're almost at the end of the road here. We'll have a bit of a stop, bit of a jibber jabber, and then yeah, it was pretty much blacked up all the way home. So we won't bore you with all that shit. Thanks for watching, guys. And yeah, keep on quacking. Oh, that was fucking awesome, dude. Oh, I'll tell you what, coming back, it was even better because it's sort of like you sort of knew what to expect in a way, so you could go a bit harder. Yeah, it was fucking awesome. That was one of the best rides I've had in a long time, man.